Spread the dirt around. All right, this is episode 2, the late night edition of herb gardening in New York City. Here's what I got. We're gonna plant a little bit more today. I went to Home Depot last night, picked up a couple more starters, so I'll kind of walk you through that. I have you set up on a tripod right now, so a little less mobile, but I'm gonna talk you through what I'm gonna do. I definitely, so a little bit of update on the plants that I have. I'll show you later, but basically I kind of killed the 2 watermelons. Totally my fault. Basically, I bought the plants, I planted them. I forgot about a thing called light, sunlight, which, you know, for blind people, we don't really see sunlight, so it's not as important. But I forgot about light, so I set up kind of the 2 grow lights like I showed you, but by the time I did that, it was too late for the watermelon plants. Let me see, yeah, so this container all the way on the right has the 2 watermelon plants completely dead. This middle container has like basil, which is looking pretty good, and then parsley that's in the back that's kind of looking a little dead, and then this one, third one on the left, has the 3 jalapeno plants, and the first 2 look pretty good. The third one is a little tired. I can't really figure out why. Like, maybe it's because it's near the window. It has been like 100 degrees this whole past week. But you would think they're like outdoor plants, right? So you wouldn't think that the heat would mess them up as much. So I don't really know, but we're gonna see. And then on the left here, I have my bamboo plant, which is doing well. I got this popcorn container that I stabbed some holes in the bottom with a knife for like drainage. And then I had basically what was a Japanese cucumber, also completely dead. So we're gonna scrap that. I think. Well, let me tell you what I actually got first, and then I'll talk you through the plan. So this first bucket, so I have 3 of these containers, right? And I got 2 more, so for a total of 5. I'm going to line them up kind of next to each other. In this first one, I have 2 cantaloupe. Now, hear me. I wasn't going to give up on the watermelon. I got more grow lights. Like, I got mega grow lights, like a ton of grow lights. I'm going overboard jumbo on the grow lights. So I wanted to give melons another try because I'm not a quitter. But they didn't have watermelons to the Home Depot that I went to. So I got these 2 cantaloupe, these 2 are on the other side. Where they're going to go in the pot that the watermelon was in. I got these ones in the middle, where these ones are sweet potato. Now, I've never grown sweet potato. I don't know how this is going to work. You're supposed to space them out a lot. But, you know, this is a New York City. So we're, you know, New Yorkers, we are expected to live in tight quarters. And so I'm going to impose that on plants. We're going to expect the plants to live in tight quarters. The idea is for 6 of these sweet potatoes to go in one of these boxes. I don't know how that's going to work. We're going to see. You're going to see if that works out. In the back here, I got 3. I'm going to show you one. All right, this one's kind of the most dead, but whatever, you'll see. I got 3 strawberry plants. This one's kind of already decapitated. I'm happy to say that was not my fault. The cucumber, I definitely decapitated one of them in the back of the van door. The strawberries are the strawberries. So I got 3 strawberries. That's going to go in this second container. And in the middle, I got this big pot of more basil, right? Because I'm Italian. Italians love basil. So I got these basil, and I got this big pot for $12, and it has 3, possibly 4, like individual basil things in this one big thing. And so what I'm thinking is, basically, so the melons, the cantaloupe are going to go where the watermelon was. This middle one, I'm going to leave this basil in. I'm going to, I know you're not supposed to unplant things and move them around and stuff, but we're going to make an exception. We're going to take out the parsley that's in the back of this second container. And I'm going to put the parsley in this popcorn bucket that the dead cucumber was in, so that I can consolidate, right? I want to put all the basil in one container. So this second container is going to be all basil. This third one with jalapenos, we're going to leave it the way it is. This first one, like I mentioned, is going to be all sweet potato, right? Because the melons are going to go in the first one. And then this 5th one and last one is going to be all strawberries. So that's the plan. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do first. I think. Oh, and I got a new bag of dirt. Got new potting soil. So and I got fertilizer. I got a watering can and I got fertilizer. So we're gonna fertilize the crap out of all these plants. I think first step is, all right. So I've thought about it for a little bit. First step is I'm gonna get the dead watermelon here. I'm gonna pull it forwards actually. All right, this is for sure completely dead. So I'm gonna get this watermelon. Rest in peace, watermelon. I'm gonna dig up the dead watermelon. I'm going to actually, yeah, let's do a little kitchen organization. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna slide this on the window for now, since we're not ready for him yet. I'm gonna slide that there. I'm gonna slide this guy back here. Slide over here, and then yeah. So I'm gonna dig up the dead watermelons, put them in the trash, and then I'm going to plant the 2 cantaloupe in this one, and so that's gonna be step 1. So let me feel. Yeah, it's like literally disintegrated. I feel like I'm just gonna take a handful. Let me make sure the trash is open. Yeah, trash is open. So I'm not actually, I should have asked like Google if you're supposed to keep dead roots in the ground. I'm gonna go with no, but I could be totally wrong. I'm just gonna take like a handful of what the dead roots used to be and just trash it. Again, could be totally wrong, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. And here we go. Here's the other one that I'm just gonna grab a little handful of. Okay. I might have just completely wasted perfectly good soil, but who knows? Who knows? Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'm going to get the soil, because I remember there was not a ton of soil in this, and so I'm gonna top it off a little bit with some more soil, and then I'll put the 2 cantaloupe in there. So I'm gonna put this potting soil on there. Flick this knife. It's the Cold Steel Recon Voyager, not Recon. There we go. Nice. All right, and I need my little trowel. That would be good. All right, I found this trowel. I got my trowel, and yeah, basically gonna scoop a little bit into this guy. It's actually, this soil feels different from the last one. It feels a little more like, has like sticks and stuff in it, but it's nature, right? Hopefully hopefully it's the same deal. All right, hopefully, yeah, I don't know, man. All right, I'm gonna do a little more. I'm trying to overcome, so obviously I know that, you know, the size of these pots are not ideal for growing, right? Like obviously more room is better. So I'm trying to overcome that by just giving them a lot of depth of dirt, like higher up, you know? Again, I don't know if that's real, if that's fake gardening news, but that is kind of what I'm doing right now. So, all right, a little more, one more scoop, one more big mamma jamma. Okay, that's good. And then I'm going to basically, I'll put that back in there. I'm going to make a little cavern. Yep. I know. So yeah, I know. Again, I'm all going by feel, right? Because blind people go by feel, and this dirt feels a little different than the last one, but we're going with it. All right. First melon, wish it bon voyage into the bucket. I'm taking out this mamma jamma. I'm gonna save that. I'll scan it with my phone later to read the instructions, because that's how we roll. We read instructions after we plant. I'm gonna kind of squeeze around to loosen it up. And then I'm gonna tip it out so I don't rip the roots like I did on, I forget which other plant. There was definitely one of them where I like pulled a little too too much enthusiasm. All right, and then maybe a little deeper. Yeah. And again, I'm not trying to like, I don't know. I feel like by like massaging too much, I'm doing more damage than good, you know, tearing the roots more than I really should. So I'm going to be more gentle than I was before. But, hold on, let's dig even deeper. There we go. You know, go around it. Scoop, scoop, scoop. And just... there we go. There's a good cantaloupe plant. Alright. One down, one more to go. I'm gonna dig my trough. And it'll be really cool if we can actually eat a plant or eat a melon that comes out of this thing. But we will see. Alright, same deal. I think I took this stick out already. Yes, I did. So I'm just gonna kind of squeeze around it. Again, I think the instruction of these was like 20 inches in between each plant, and literally this entire box is like 24 inches. So definitely not ideal, but we do the best we can with what we've got and where we're at. So gentle massage, right? Not trying to do more damage. And pop that bad boy in. I don't know how, like, I don't want to like place it too deep, right? Like, I'm already touching bottom. I feel like I should not go too deep, but yeah. I was told I'm supposed to like cover the top. So I'm not. Should I go deeper? It's already basically touching. Nah, I think it's fine. I think I'm gonna just leave it like that. I'm gonna put more soil around it. But that's what we're going with, folks. So the downside of scooping dirt after I've already planted is I have to be really careful as a blind person to not decapitate the plants with the shovel, because like obviously I have to feel for where I'm actually putting the dirt in, you know, kind of like that. Let me see. What did I just dictate? Did I just? All right. Is it centered? Does it look centered, guys? No, it definitely does not. This one is definitely closer to the middle. Like there's just all this room on the side. Should I move it over? Yeah, I think I should move it over. If you're gonna do it right? Yes. Okay, let me slide this guy over. Nice. Sweet. Okay. That way it has a little bit of space in the middle that I can put some dirt into. Yeah, this dirt's definitely feeling different than the other one, but that's okay. That's all right. Different does not mean bad. Don't decapitate the plants. Don't decapitate the plants. All right. Feel like that's good. I'm gonna go one more bucket. Watch, it feels different because it's actually different. Like maybe I didn't actually buy potting soil. Maybe I bought like ground soil. Yeah. All right, now I'm gonna just move this dirt around. Move this dirt around. The cantaloupe melons in my garden. Move the dirt around. Ah, there's another. Okay, now I've like there's more room. Again, these are like massive melons, right? So I'm trying to give them as much dirt as I can, just to like compensate for the lack of depth of the container, while at the same time trying not to decapitate them. All right. Spread the dirt around. Wood chips ringing my melons. Yeah, don't decapitate my melons. Alright, there we go. Nice. Alright, I think this is good. This is good for now. We're going to leave it like so. Again, I have fertilizer, which we will utilize later. That's not a little buggy bug. Alright. Next, let's plant the strawberries. So I'm going to move this guy. Yeah, I'm going to move this guy to the left for now. Trash this. Okay. Now we're going to bring this guy forward. I'll take the plants out first. Or I'll take the sweet potato. And I'm going to grab the strawberry plants. Remember, the strawberry plants are next to the basil. Okay, here we go. That's two at least. I'll grab the third one in a few. Did I just hit that grow light? Where's that grow light? Right here. All right, and like I said, I got a bigger grow light, and so we're gonna do a little video on how to set up that bigger grow light later. But for now, any trash in here? I feel like this is good. I've never actually felt check it out. I've never felt the drainage holes in the bottom of this. That's kind of cool. I don't know. I've always wondered like how big the holes were, so that like the dirt doesn't like fall through, straight through. All right, let's trash that. Now we're gonna fill this guy with dirt, and I'll probably fast forward through this because you don't need to see me shovel up a bunch of dirt in a boring fashion. All right, so here we are. I filled this up. Again, it's just more like chunkier than the other one, so I'm just kind of gonna poke the crap out of it just to like loosen it up a little bit. Again, I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to do. We don't know. Leave it in the comments if I'm like, causing gardening sacrilege or something. I'm just kind of using my hand to make sure that I don't inadvertently stab the edge of this bin. All right, I think this is mostly good. All right, I think that's good. I have a little bit of dirt left, but we're gonna save that. All right, so first, I have 3 strawberry plants, so if I figure one in the middle, and then 2 right there. So if I'm gonna start here, we're gonna start with a little trough, as we have started the others. And I'm gonna grab a strawberry plant. Check it out, Mr. Strawberry. Is there a thing? Yes, there is there's a little taggy thing. Put that in the trash. Oh, shit. You can see? I almost decapitated the melon. So blind people are menaces, what can I say? Alright, are you good? Yeah, you good. Good. Alright, be well. Be well, cantaloupe. Alright. Here's the hole. I'm gonna kind of massage it, right? Get it out. It's kind of... Alright, cool. I'm gonna slide this bad boy out. Trash this. gently massage so it doesn't get too I don't know. I know. Apparently you can like completely tear apart the roots and they're fine, but I'm a chicken like that, so. All right. We're gonna do that. And I'm just gonna push some dirt around it. There we go. Push some dirt around it. Get some dirt in the front. Okay, and again, I'm feeling so that I can make sure that it's all covered. I'm gonna come in and kind of fill around it at the end. All right, this is the center. Let me see the center line. Yep, right there. So let's create another little cavern. Grab the second plant. Here we are. Is there the little sticky thing? Nope, there is no little sticky thing. No. Push around. Push, push, push. And don't rip it off the whole freaking roots. There we go. All right. Gently massage. The soil of these strawberry plants are a lot more, they have more moisture in them. All right, there we go. That's good. I feel like the roots can always dig a little deeper, right? Right. I guess so. All right. That's good. Now I'm gonna get a shovel of dirt just to. There we go. Just to put there, and then I'm gonna just push it around it. I would come with the shovel in between the two plants, but I'm worried about decapitating it. What the fuck? What is this? I don't know. Piece of dirt, something, or a piece of wood. All right, we're gonna go around. There we go. All right, last one. I'm going to plant right there. Push that bad boy around, and let's grab the last one from. Pardon my reach as I trash my grow lights again. Stick is right here. Trash that stick. Okay. Go around, around. And it's falling apart. That's probably a good thing, right? It means I don't have to like massage it as much. Yeah, this is definitely moistured. This dirt. I guess it just maybe it was raining when I got it, so maybe it was out where it wasn't as covered. There. Pulling out twigs. I don't want the twigs to interfere with my strawberry growth. Alright, I'm gonna jam that shit. It's alright. Alright, there we go. I feel like this last one might be the weakest, but you know, it might surprise us. We will see. We will see. Why do I think that this all needed to have been deeper? See, that one's cracked. That right? I feel like I should just decapitate it. All right, I don't know if that was the right thing to do, but whatever. It's done. I don't want it to like take resources from the still living portions. You know, I don't know if that's the right way to think about it, but all right. So I'm just gonna scoop a little more dirt just to fill the cracks, just like fill the little portions that don't have enough. And again, I cannot stress enough that I'm worried about. I don't want to decapitate. All right, let's just leave the dirt right there. And then I'm gonna slowly come around and push around. I will probably eventually find a better way to do this, so I'm not just like dumping dirt on the left and then slowly moving it over to the right. But for now, this is what we got. Alright. Slowly come this way. There we go. A handful of dirt. The handfuls are obviously smaller, but at least I can like feel where I'm putting it, so I'm not accidentally decapitating my stuff. Alright, let's go there. Alright. Again, compensating. Yeah, I feel like this end one is gonna be what I feel like it has the most shoots, stems and stuff, so it might be the strongest. We will see. We will see what happens. This middle one is cool, but it's kind of like, see, this one's already kind of bent. I don't know. I feel like that one is revivable. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We have hope, right? We have hope. All right. This is as good as it's gonna get. I might come around at the end just to distribute the remainder of the dirt, but I don't want to use all the dirt yet until we're done planting all the things that we need to plant. Okay, next step is moving the parsley from this middle one with the basil, moving the parsley into the popcorn bucket, and then so we're gonna do this. So I'm gonna move these two bins off to the side just so we have some space, and then we're gonna start on moving the parsley. All right, we're back. This is the basil slash parsley, the middle container. You know, this parsley is not looking great. It's just kind of like string. I don't know, man. I'm kind of debating just uprooting it. It's something about being near that window, and I'm not sure what it is. But that the one, you know, the jalapeno plant that's closest to the window is also kind of fraying a little bit, like it's dying. So I'm not sure what it is about the window. Maybe I should close the window and just have the girl. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure what to do with this parsley. I was gonna replant it, but at this point, and I just literally gently tugged on it, and the whole thing just came off. So, you know, we're gonna trash we're gonna trash this parsley. It was not a good day. Not a good day for the parsley. I'm gonna dig up a little bit of the roots just to, again, I don't know what happens with the roots, but I don't want it to like kill the other plants. The soil's pretty wet. I know, like, I watered it before, but it's pretty moist. I feel like it's good moist, as in I feel like I didn't over water it, because it's not like muddy, but something to think about. It's yeah, I don't know. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I'm going to take where is it at? Here we go. I'm gonna take this big pot of basil that I got, and we're gonna plant this basil into this pot. Here we go. With my first basil. So we're just gonna have a pot of basil. It should be good. Let's see. So many basil plants there are. I feel like there's one, two. Okay, so there's 3 clusters of basil, and so what I'll do is I'll just, here, let's like push this dirt off to the side, create this big hole in the middle. All right, we're gonna. And I feel like let's just get it out of this pot, right? And then we can like figure out how to actually distribute it and move it around and stuff. So first I'm gonna kind of massage around it, just loosen it up. Push up on the bottom, and then, because my sense, oh, here's the little stick thing. My sense is that all the roots are going to be tangled, so I'm not going to be able to just pull out one of them, is my guess. Yeah, it's all just kind of coming out together. There we go. Slide that over there for a sec. Big pot. big bowl of basil. I don't know if I should just keep it like this and just plant it in a circle. I guess I could do that. Again, I'm worried about like I don't want to rip all the roots apart. If the roots are all like intertwined, I don't want to separate them and then like kill the whole thing, you know what I mean? And they're all kind of binding together. So yeah, you know what? I think I'm just gonna keep it together. Dig a big hole, just mash that mamma jamma. There we go. It's literally, I think, what I'm gonna do. Maybe like that. Where's the plant? Okay. I think this is the deal. So I'm going to, I gotta get some dirt, fill in the hole around it, but again, I don't want to risk tearing it apart, just, you know. And again, this might be slower, but I'm gonna use my hands to do it so that I don't kill anything with my shovel. I gotta start harvesting some of the top leaves of the basil. It's interesting. I was in Home Depot buying these, and this like older Italian guy just like stopped me and was like, "Wait, is that too much space on the right? I feel like it's too." Now I'm like questioning myself, which is never a good sign. No. It's fine, because if I move it too much to the right, then these two won't have that much like space for the roots to spread out. So at least if it's like this guy, these two at the end can kind of spread out to the right, you know? I feel like that's the vibe. Let me move it slightly more to the right, you know? But if I thought of it, I probably thought of it for a reason. There we go. I'm just gonna like lead. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Push some dirt. There we go. Alright. Not the most like symmetrical situation, but it's nature. We don't need to do it fully symmetrically. And because I murdered, this time on purpose, sort of, the parsley, that means we have that popcorn bucket full of dirt that we don't actually need anymore. So we can think about what we're gonna do with that. Maybe I should grow, maybe as to not overcrowd the sweet potato, maybe I'll grow one of the sweet potatoes in there. Maybe that's the move. Moving this dirt around, trying to level it all out. Alright, that's good, that's good, that's good. Oh, in the back there, I missed that. handful of dirt. My guess too is that when I water these, oh, these could have been more centered, right? There's like not a lot of space in the back versus a lot of space in the front. Whatever. Whatever. It's my first time. You live and you learn. Okay. I feel like after I water them too, the soil will like kind of sink down. Okay. All right, that's good. Now this means that the only remaining thing is I'm gonna grab this last bin. Oh, yeah, hopefully there's enough dirt. I actually didn't realize. Hopefully there's enough dirt. I'm gonna grab this last bin and we're gonna plant the sweet potatoes. And I have 6 sweet potatoes. I'll probably do maybe like 4 of them in here and 1 of them in the popcorn bucket. Maybe I can even reuse this bucket from the basil for one of the sweet potatoes. We'll see. But all right, we're gonna swap some things around, and then we'll be back and we're gonna plant that. Dumping all the dirt in. We definitely don't have enough because I didn't think about having enough for the last one, even though I probably said that in the beginning of the video. And so we're gonna combine this with the popcorn bucket, and then we're gonna see where we're at. We got this. I'm gonna trash out actually I literally can't even find, sort of. I was gonna say I can't even find where the Japanese cucumber plant was, but I got a little bit, but barely any. All right, so now we're gonna dump that into this. I should have, 100%, I should have bought 2 bags of dirt, but live and learn. I guess you can never have enough dirt, right? All right, so that's that. I'm gonna stack these 2 together. Leave that there. All right, this is definitely not enough dirt. So I'm gonna think about where I can steal some dirt from the other pots. Maybe I can like scoop, a couple handfuls from each pot. We're gonna see. So be right back. Clearly, I've added a little bit of dirt, but it's not a ton of dirt. I tried to take from the other the pots, but I didn't do a great job. So whatever. We're gonna see how this goes. So I'm hoping that, I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Worst case, I'll go get more dirt. Technically it's supposed to be like 3 of these in one and not 6. So I feel like I can do 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'll do 4 of them, and then I'll wait till I get more dirt and plant the other 2 with something else, something like that. By that argument, I should probably just wait in general to just get more dirt so I can do it right, but we're not going to put it off, right? Why put off to tomorrow what we can do today? So I'm going to let's just start planting. I think we'll do 4 of them, and then I'll work on the other 2. All right, I'm going to start with this end one. I'm mush it around, and we'll yoink it up. There we go. Grab this. And right there. All right, I'm kind of plowing around it. If I got one there, the next one should be right about here. So go. I'm gonna yoink this one up. Did I soften it enough? I feel like I did. Yep, there we go. Plant this guy right there. Okay, and then Next guy, I'm gonna dig a little trough. I don't know how this is gonna go, but we're gonna see. Alright, I did not actually soften this next one, so let's do that right now. Alright, pull that guy up. Right in there. And then one at the end. We're going to do that right there. Alright, I think this is what it's going to be. And then when I get more dirt, I can just, I guess, fill it up a little bit. I mean, I'm assuming potatoes are going to grow down. So I don't know how that's going to work because the depth is already set. But maybe it'll like push the plant up a bit and just give it more space. That way, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? We're just gonna see what happens. All right. So this is the very sadly depth sweet potato. I think we're gonna line it all up. I'm gonna fill the new watering can with some fertilizer and water them. I'm debating if I should do that tomorrow, but I think better to do that now because I don't know if I'm gonna have time in the morning. So, all right, so we're gonna line up all the pots here on the counter and then we'll go from there. All right, I got this fertilizer. Check it out. I don't know if that's the front, but it's a Miracle Grow fertilizer situation. It had this bag in it, and in the bag it had four of these sleeves. I'm guessing there's 3 more in there. Yeah, so this is the 4th sleeve. I'm gonna bust it open. I'm gonna put that in there first. Alright, I'm gonna I don't wanna like rip it too much. There we go. Okay, so that's open. I'm gonna grab my watering can. Check it out, I'm a real gardener. I have a watering can now. So I'm going to turn this. We're gonna fill this mamma jamma with some water. And then I think I'm supposed to do a teaspoon for every gallon of water, and this is 1.5 liters. And so technically that's 30% of a teaspoon that I'm supposed to put in there. But, you know, why only do 30% if we can do more? And so, let's see, where is there space? I'm gonna put this right at the end. Hopefully you can still see it, but if you can't, it's basically mine. And I just got this all wet. Let me get my handy dandy pocket napkin. I'm gonna dry it out so I don't mess up the fertilizer tub. And we're gonna do a teaspoon of fertilizer in that bucket. That's a heaping teaspoon. Let's not do that. Alright, apparently you really aren't supposed to put a lot of it. I'm gonna double the dose. Why not, right? Alright, so that's good. I'm gonna close that little sleeve. I'm gonna slide the measuring cup on the side. I'm gonna close the lid. I think I left, here we go. I left the lid right here. I'm gonna close that bad boy right back up. I'm gonna slide that on the floor. Just for now, and I'll clean it later. I need something. Plastic fork. I have a plastic fork left over from takeout, and so I'm gonna dip the plastic fork into the watering. Alright, note to self, don't fill it as much as I did, because it's harder to mix vigorously, but it's okay, it is what it is. Alright, that, I feel like that's enough, right? Yeah. Alright, so let's get to watering. I'm assuming that this 1.5 liter can will water 5 of these. I don't really know if it's okay, what's this? I think this is the strawberries. Yeah, because it has 5 of them. Or I mean, 3 of them. So I'm just gonna start watering. This is my first time watering an indoor. See, I'm already noticing a problem is gonna be like trying to aim and again, not decapitate. There we go. Blind gardener, like you always have to like feel. So it looks like I'm basically bathing my hands all over it, but that's kind of what I have to do in order to feel where I'm watering, which, whatever, maybe I'll find a better way to do it, but as of right now, it's kind of is what it is. Alright, I feel like that's good. Let's move on. I'm gonna water this sadly undirted pot. I will definitely wash my hands afterwards. Yeah, I definitely didn't. I think I need to do a second flowering or a watering can. Because I don't, yeah, it's definitely not. I'm already almost out of water. And maybe that's just me watering way too much. But you can leave that in the comments if I'm watering way too much. You let me know. Did I just topple that thing over? Hold on. Oh, there we go, there we go. Alright, you be good, man. Don't die. Come on. Don't die on me. Don't die on me! Alright, and I think I'm supposed to fertilize once every like 2 weeks or something, so this is like the first batch of fertilization. Alright. Good enough. Maybe I just completely fucked up the plants, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. All right, so now I'm gonna switch these plants up to this windowsill, bring down the ones that I have not watered yet, and go from there. Remember, even the ones I had from last episode, which was about a week ago, those I never fertilized. This is the first time I'm fertilizing, so we'll see how it goes. All right, so I put the 3 pots that were watered up top. Here we go. And I have the 2 remaining ones below. We're gonna do another batch of fertilizer. Maybe a little less because we're only watering 2. But so first we're gonna fill, and then I'm gonna pick up that fertilizer back off the ground. And we're gonna do this right. Alright, now remember last time I filled it too much and it was hard to mix. So I'm going to throw out a little bit. I think that's good. Okay. So put this down. Wash my hands. All right, we're gonna pick up. Now let me get a paper towel real quick just to dry my hands. All right, paper towel gotten. Again, this is the fertilizer. I got the little spoon right here, teaspoon. Who knows? Maybe the fertilizer will work. We will see. Dump that bad boy in there. Come on, all the way up. There we go. Close enough. Tug it. Roll it. put that in there. Handy dandy plastic spoon, fork. Little mixeroo. I don't know how like soluble this fertilizer is, but it will do. All right, first, let's see this guy. What is this? I'm gonna feel. There's 3 plants. Oh, this is the jalapenos. Okay, so this is the jalapenos. I feel like this, yeah. This one was the left one, I think was the one closer to the window. And that's the one that was been sagging a little bit. So, we're gonna see if fertilizer helps with that. I don't really know. Some over here. Is that at the end? Yes. And again, I'm feeling so that I know where I'm watering. Okay. Good enough. Now let's do this guy. All the bars of basil. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna just water all around here, and we're just gonna go around it. Again, it's a 1.5 liter watering can. So go all the way around. We're gonna keep watering. Alright, and that's a wrap. Put this off to the left. Let me just feel around. Let me see what the watering has done. Soil is definitely more moist, obviously. More compact. And I feel like I could have watered a little more in the middle, but that's okay. Alright. So let me figure out the order. I feel like, so right now, let me feel. So from right to left, I have the sweet potato, because I know that because there's 4 of them. And then the next one is, I think it's the strawberries, because there's, there's 3 of them. And then there's the light support. And then here I have what I assume are the melon? No, that's not melon. What the hell is this? Oh, the wait. If that's sorry. My bad. Let me see. Yeah, okay. So this one has only 2, which means it's the melon. Okay. So that means that it's from the right, it's sweet potato, then melon, then the light. Then I have strawberry. And then I have basil and jalapenos. And so what I think I'll do is I'll put basil. I should put the melon next to the strawberry, right? Like similar food groups. I don't know, like versus. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna rearrange it a little bit. Actually no. I'll keep the strawberries right here, and then I'll put the basil. And then I'll put the jalapenos next to the wall. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Be right back to you. All right, here we go. Last clip. I'm gonna show you what I got. So, well, first I have this bucket with the 2 remaining sweet potato guys in. And then here we have the 5 planters. And so from the left, here you go, you see? It's so tight that I have to like stack them on top of each other. Otherwise I can't turn the actual faucet knob on. So we're gonna, whatever, it's work in progress. You will see. I think if once I mount the main big grow lights up top, and I can take that little wood out the middle, maybe it'll fit. We're gonna see, but yeah, here we go. Here are the 5. And we're gonna go from here. This was episode 2. We plant more, some died, some got killed. I planted some more. And step 2 of the Urban NYC Herb Garden. All right, tune back next time.